So did you guys know that Kyuketsuki means vampire in Japanese? Because I sure fucking didn't until this volume. And with that being said, let's just jump right into it, shall we? So, as we know, from the previous volume, being volume 6, this being volume 7, of Ushio to Tora, or Ushio and Tora, that the Toro yokai have been chasing Ushio and Tora. Well, more like they've just been chasing Ushio because they want to kill him because they can't kill his mother. Although the leader basically told Ushio that, if he can just go and find out why she's been protecting Hakame no Mono this entire time, then they will let him off the hook. However, before he's able to go and fulfill this obligation, the de facto general named Hitotsuki wants to have a one-on-one battle with Tora, which, spoiler alert, Tora wins. Although he does get impaled in the stomach, but he still wins. Now, I don't remember any of this fucking happening in the anime. I want to say it came out back in 2015, 2016, around that time period. I do remember a good chunk of it too. And I have no recollection of any events in this volume happening at all in the anime, which made me believe, just like how I, thought while I was watching it, that more than likely they just took the most important story elements and used that. So all these offshoot adventures that we're going to be going through was never animated. Like, for example, there are characters that were never... I don't think they made an appearance in the anime. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Not sure. But, Kagami and Katayama. These two college boys that are just really out there trying to hit on chicks. And pick up chicks. And they so happen to come across Ushio's money, which in turn, Ushio figures out that these guys are the ones that, found his money when they thought that it was just fucking dumb luck. They found it was like a sock filled with a shit ton of cash. And you also have Ayumi, who is a also college student, and I think she's in a band because she carries around with her a guitar. We'll talk about her in a little bit here. So we get 2 complete stories and one story that is, I think, part of the way finished. So the first story that we get revolves around a young woman that owns, I want to say it's an inn, and that she befriended a monkey because where she lived there wasn't a lot of kids, and this monkey basically grew up to be a serial killer, which is kind of a weird thing. But no, hear it out here, okay? The monkey ended up turning into a yokai known as I think it's called a henge or a hange or something like that, where they kill people, eat their entrails, and then wear their skin to infiltrate into society. This way they can keep on eating humans without raising any kind of suspicion. And at first, it looks like it's some deranged serial killer dressed as a yoki, or what, yoki's the energy belief, so dressed as a yokai, known commonly as a namahage, which is these yokais basically are supposed to, they're, I don't know if they're made up or not, but they're used to basically scare children, straight. For clarification, I don't mean scare them straight as in, what have you. I mean, like, the kids being bad, this can scare them straight in that fucking sense. That's what I mean. So the yokai captures the innkeeper's daughter and keeps protesting that he or it is going to cut her open, eat her entrails, and then wet her skin. Basically becoming this human girl. Or becoming her in the sense that somebody would become a character, putting on a jacket kind of fucking thing. Which, the size of the girl and how big the fucking this monkey was made no fucking sense to me. Like, how, what? I'm so baffled by that. But then again, it is a yokai, so more than likely, it probably will defy the laws of physics or to make its body fit inside of the carcass of what I'm just guessing would be a girl around the age of probably like 7 or 8 years old. Ushio obviously kills it and reunites daughter and mother. On to the next story. The next story revolves around a ship that capsized, and the captain of the ship gets his daughter and gets one of his former crewmen to both go to take the ferry to well, I want to say the place was called Hakodate. I can't remember where they were leaving from though. But yeah. And they're both told to search for this boy with the spear. Of course, they're talking about Ushio. And while on the ship, a ghost ship fucking shows up out of nowhere. And this is actually the ship that both of these people were told to, board with the boy with the spear. Reason for it is because all of these spirits all these people that had died when the ship originally capsized cannot move on because, well, there's someone that survived that's having survivor's guilt. And because this person's having survivor's guilt, none of them can actually pass on. So, dude has to relive the whole trauma of when he was younger and when the ship originally started capsizing and shit, and how he feels like if he could have hit SOS on the ship, or sent out an SOS, that, maybe would have made a difference. Maybe. Now, this is where Ayumi first shows up. And her whole purpose in the story, I'm really not figuring out what her fucking purpose is. Still now I'm baffled by it. But I suppose she was there to witness through like flashbacks or whatever what had actually transpired and why her, grandfather died out in sea. there is a yokai that does appear, because this yokai apparently like eats lost, trapped souls that cannot move on, and it's referred to as a Mikonjiki. It gets dealt with the minute it fucking appears. Like, goddamn. At least the Namahage put up more of a fucking fight. And this leads us into our last story. That, well, we don't get a conclusion this time. More than likely, we're going to get our conclusion in the next volume. And the story revolves around a doctor that is... Okay, let me rephrase that. The story revolves around a vampire posing as a doctor. And that this vampire is slowly but surely eating the people of this town. I don't remember what the town was called. All I know that now they're all in Hokkaido. Oh, by the way, I mean all of them are in Hokkaido. Or sorry, Hokkaido is Ushio, Tora, Katayama, Kagami, and Ayumi. Oh, somebody else comes back that we haven't seen since, I want to say, volumes 3 or 4, and that is Hyo. If you don't remember who Hyo was, this is the dude that first thought Tora was the one that gave him his scar across his face. And he has been hired by a man that witnessed his wife and daughter get killed by the same vampire. Now, Tora is also after this vampire, and it's only because Tora wanted to eat this daughter and mother that had no jewelry, had no like weird shit on them, because he, at this point, is giving up on eating Ushio. So, in a way, Tora and Hyo have kind of made an alliance to fight this vampire. And I say kind of made an alliance. It's more like they're both going after the same fucking enemy. But when that enemy gets defeated, they might go after each other. Just saying. And so with that being said, what do you guys think of Ushio to Tora Volume 7? Let me know in the comments down below. If you'd be so kind as to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, especially for y'all that are watching my videos and not subscribing yet, why don't you? It's simple. It's like right here or right here. Just click that button, subscribe. And while you're at it, hit the notification icon. That way you'll know when I upload another video. Wow, getting tongue-tied there. Also, thumbs up the video. That way the algorithm knows that this content's worth watching. I think that's how this works still. I don't know. Alright. Ciao for now.